You ever cared for anyone?
Except yourself?
I have never understood why it should be necessary to become irrational in order to prove that you care. Or indeed why it should be necessary to prove it at all.
Was that an insult or did I miss something?
You missed something.
Did you ever realize that we live in a world where good men are murdered and mediocre hacks thrive? You ever notice that?
It's not a psychotic episode. It's a cleansing moment of clarity.
I want to know answers, and I wish that there was more.
No more tricks. No more lies. Only truth.
I am the source of all material and spiritual worlds. Everything emanates from me. That's what it sounds like. Everything emanates from me.
Sick of this shit, man. Sick of this shit, man. Our emotions are running wild and our mind is stopped, man. It's stopped, man.
I'm imbued with some special spirit. It's not a religious feeling at all. It's a shocking eruption of great electrical energy. I feel vivid and flashing as if suddenly I've been plugged into some great electromagnetic field.
No. Kind of feel like God.
The act of us looking with the expectation that something is there is an act of creation unto itself.
Therefore, the unified field must be the most compact field of intelligence in nature, which is a purely non-material field of self-aware intelligence.
Connected to all living things, to flowers, birds, all the animals of the world. And even to some great, unseen, living force, what I think the Hindus call prana.
True magic is neither black nor white. It's both because nature is both.
This is important. This is important to you. Think about this. I invite you to think about this.
It is a shattering, beautiful sensation. It is the exalted flow of the space-time continuum, save that it is spaceless and timeless. Such loveliness. I feel on the verge of some great, ultimate truth.
I am glad that I have lived long enough to see this. It is simply wonderful. I hope and pray that you live long enough to see the principle upon which this marvelous artifact is based become the new energy source for all of the passengers on Spaceship Earth. I am afraid that there could be hell to pay. I do not use such language lightly. I fear that those who are in power will not welcome this wonderful news. You will need all the help you can get, and then some. We will need the full genius of the self-regenerative universe to help us navigate through what could very well become a more and more narrow passage to a benign future. I hope that my life can serve as a hopeful sign to help you and all of humanity through the triumphs and tribulations that will undoubtedly come our way in the not-so-distant future. It won't be smooth sailing, I can tell you that much. The seas will get very rough. If you can bring forward this beacon of hope, then perhaps the abundant and delightful future I know is still possible can actually be realized. Spaceship Earth is at least 90 degrees, of course. You see, in such a situation, a course correction of a few degrees just won't do. We need to actually take the helm and turn her hard into the wind. We need to really change our track and not just make empty gestures. This is going to take a tremendous amount of power. Once we have the power, only our integrity can see us through the storm that is approaching. Buckminster Fuller.
The first thing to understand is that all biological systems are electrical.
Find a new true essence. It's a new time. It's a global transformation.
If you open your mind, you get that blank sheet of paper and you let your mind expand.
We have all the colors of the rainbow spectrum coming off of our bodies.
Literally shifting the neural pathways in the brain.
Free of all these preconceived ideas and patterns and all the rest of it.
We also have more subtle energies that are much more powerful.
That the core of who we are is love.
Beyond the hack.
We're all plugged into this whole thing.
Love is a choice to get to a higher level of vibration.
Suddenly, you can see it.
Tell me why on the corner all the kids that used to come to run here load their guns here. And tell me why it's okay to kill in the name of the gods we pray.